This module is on Chapter 2, Global Consumer Market. Think globally is the phrase used in many contexts, including education and businesses. The market is not limited to our own domestic market, but is open to many more countries in the world. As you can see from this picture, production, distribution, and transaction of a specific product may involve multiple countries. Let's look at several factors affecting globalization of markets. First, there have been growing infrastructural similarities among countries. Before I expand on this factor, I want to touch on the definition of infrastructure. What is it? You may think it is internet, email, subway, etc. Altogether, infrastructure is defined as transportation and communication. So it includes transportation systems such as train, bus, highway, as well as communication systems such as internet, email, telephone, fax, etc. This infrastructure is becoming more similar among countries. For instance, many countries, including Asia and Latin America, have much more international airports than in the past, which makes traveling and delivery of goods easier and faster between countries. Email is everywhere for instant communication. Social media reaches every country, including some African countries that have traditionally been separated from the rest of the world. Globalization also can be explained by integrating role of technology. Information technology and systems increase efficiency in gathering, processing, distributing, and retrieving information. And this also contributes to faster exchange of ideas and information between countries. Buyers do not have to observe people on the street to sketch casual fashion in Paris, France anymore, and they don't have to send the sketch to the headquarters in the US anymore. Now, the buyers and the personnel in the headquarters can do interactive, synchronous web conferencing. This facilitates transmitting fashions or styles in one country to other countries. Furthermore, many hotels have branches in foreign countries, and the CEOs and managers use IT systems that help streamline hotel operations worldwide. This system provides real-time visibility to financial data, simplifies operations of front desk billing and payments. The last factor for globalization is the increasing number of new global competitors. America used to be number one in many industries in the past. However, competition is becoming intense in global markets. Over the past several decades, countries all over the world have been experiencing the economic growth that was unthinkable and unpredictable long time ago. Multinational companies can be associated with Brazil, Taiwan, South Korea, Argentina, China, India, South Africa, etc., as well as the United States. In order to understand globalization, we need to learn the basic concepts related to globalization. First, cross-cultural analysis involves comparison of similarities and differences across different cultures. When countries are similar to each other, interchange of goods and ideas will become fast and easy. But this may be slow and difficult when countries are very different from each other. For this reason, Canada and the US have long been trading partners because they have common values and cultures. And in order to do business in Russia or India, US marketers would have difficult time to understand their culture, which is very different from US culture. The next basic concept for understanding globalization is intermarket segmentation. Intermarket segmentation is grouping customers based on not geographic boundaries but similar value and behavior. For example, teenagers in New York may share similar fashion and music preferences with teenagers in Tokyo more than with teenagers in Sweetwater or any other small cities in the US. So fashion marketers can identify one segment of teenagers in New York and teenagers in Tokyo even though they are geographically distant from each other. Next, let's move on to adaptation versus standardization. Standardization is a process to implement the same strategy in positioning, communication, and promotion in foreign markets, which is identical to the one in the domestic market. Adaptation is the process to adapt to a new environment for better performance. A marketer may make changes on its products or strategies to the new market to be successful in the local market. As you can see from this diagram, standardization reflects a global approach and adaptation reflects a local approach. Companies may use different degrees of standardization and adaptation. Coca-Cola uses its trademark for different countries around the world. The style and basic shape is the same, which means standardization, but different languages are used, which means adaptation. McDonald's keeps its golden arch logo everywhere, but its architecture changes by country. So these pictures show high degrees of adaptation. The same case for Starbucks coffee, whether it is in China, Middle East, Malaysia, Poland, or India, its logo is maintained except for India. India's Starbucks logo is adapted to the local culture. For all of these countries, architecture reflects the local nature and environment, which indicates a high degree of adaptation. The last concept is localization based on differences. This phrase has the same meaning as go global, act local. Companies can reach the global market, but they have to understand local cultures and adjust their strategies to reflect the local cultures. For example, McDonald's menus in India are developed for Indian taste, emphasizing vegetarian diet. Also, McDonald's menus in Mexico are designed to please Mexicans' preferences for jalapenos. Nike's Just Do It campaign has been globalized. This video I'm going to show you is a good example of global campaign. It is not specialized toward any specific country, but can be promoted to almost any country in the world. Nike's Just Do It campaign also has been localized. This video shows its commercial in India. As you will see, the setting in the commercial is cricket, India's favorite sport. you can find the entire commercial is very much localized to appeal to Indian consumers.